Let me tell you something about belief. It's not just a word. Belief is a force. It's something you carry inside deep down where nobody else can reach. And it's that force, your belief, that's going to get you where you need to be. It's the voice inside that says, you're meant for more now. The question is, do you believe it? Belief is more than just a feeling or a thought. It's the invisible engine that drives every action, every decision, every moment of perseverance. It's the foundation upon which dreams are built and the unbreakable core that keeps people standing tall when the world seems to push them down. Belief is rooted in the idea that you are capable of something greater, even if the evidence isn't visible yet. It's a powerful force because it doesn't rely on current circumstances or temporary setbacks. It exists purely because you decide it does. At the center of belief is a choice. It's a decision that you're going to embrace a purpose, commit to a goal, or strive towards something, even if no one else understands. This choice is often the only thing that stands between success and failure. When challenges arise, and they always do, belief acts as a counterweight to the doubts that try to shake you. It tells you, keep going. You can make it. It's that voice in your mind that reminds you that your potential is bigger than your obstacles. Without belief, the smallest roadblock could turn into a reason to give up. Belief shapes how we see ourselves and the world around us. When we believe in our abilities, we approach challenges with a sense of resilience, seeing obstacles not as permanent walls but as hurdles to jump over. This perspective transforms our experiences. Situations that once seemed daunting become opportunities to prove ourselves, to strengthen our resolve, and to grow. Belief doesn't change the circumstances, but it changes how we interpret them. And often that shift in perception is what opens doors and creates pathways that we couldn't see before. There's a reason why people say, believe it, and you can achieve it. At its core. Belief is a commitment to yourself and your abilities. It becomes a lens through which we filter experiences, guiding us toward actions that support our dreams. When you believe you're capable, you're more likely to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone, and to pursue things others might shy away from. It's this willingness to try, fueled by belief, that often separates those who achieve from those who only wish. This commitment, in turn, builds momentum that grows stronger with each step forward. Belief also influences the choices we make every day. A person who believes in themselves approaches each day with purpose, seeking out opportunities for growth and improvement. They take setbacks as lessons rather than failures. This mindset isn't just wishful thinking, it's a powerful framework that rewires the way we respond to life's challenges. Belief, therefore, becomes a daily decision to invest in yourself, to take every step as a stride towards something meaningful. It's not about ignoring reality, it's about choosing a reality that aligns with your highest potential. The power of belief is evident in the stories of those who have overcome insurmountable odds. Many of the world's greatest achievements started with someone who simply refused to let go of their belief, no matter how bleak things appeared. They faced rejection, failure, and disappointment, but each setback only strengthened their resolve. For them, belief was more than just a thought, it was a life philosophy that kept them grounded, kept them moving forward, and eventually led them to success. They understood that belief, when nurtured, can withstand anything life throws at it. Isn't something that's always easy to hold on to. There are days when doubt creeps in, when failures seem too big, and when discouragement clouds our vision. But belief is resilient. It doesn't vanish in the face of challenges. Instead, it adapts, strengthens, and finds new ways to support us. Just like a muscle, belief grows with use. Each time we choose to believe, despite the circumstances, we reinforce our inner strength, making it easier to hold on to that belief in the future. It's a process, an ongoing journey that requires patience, commitment, and self-trust. What makes belief so powerful is that it gives us a sense of control over our lives. While we can't predict the future or prevent every setback, belief allows us to decide how we will face these challenges. It grants us the courage to dream bigger, the strength to push through difficult moments, and the confidence to take chances. This feeling of agency is a powerful motivator, one that keeps us striving, growing, and moving forward. Even when others doubt us, our belief becomes a shield, protecting us from the noise and negativity around us. Belief also serves as a magnet, attracting like-minded people, opportunities, and resources that align with our goals. People are drawn to confidence, and when we radiate belief, we often inspire those around us to support our journey. This isn't just about self-motivation, it's about creating an environment that fosters growth and positivity. Belief, when shared, has the potential to uplift entire communities, to motivate people to pursue their dreams, and to remind others that they too have the power within to achieve great things. Belief ultimately is a force that connects us to something greater than ourselves. It's the thread that ties together our hopes, our actions, and our sense of purpose. It's the inner promise that whispers, "You are capable of more than you realize." And while belief alone doesn't guarantee success, it is the necessary foundation for any meaningful journey. Belief drives us forward, fuels our efforts, and gives us the resilience to keep going, no matter the odds. In a world that often celebrates instant success and flawless results, it's easy to forget that true growth and achievement rarely come from getting things right on the first try. More often, success is the product of persistence, the willingness to keep going, to keep trying, and to keep learning, even when things don't go as planned. Perfection is an illusion, something many strive for, yet few ever achieve. But persistence, the determination to press on regardless of setbacks, is real and within reach for everyone. It's about moving forward inch by inch if necessary, and trusting that every step taken is bringing you closer to your goal. Perfection often paralyzes us. It makes us think that if we can't do something perfectly, then it's not worth doing at all. We hesitate, we overthink, and we talk ourselves out of trying. But persistence breaks through that hesitation. It says, do it anyway. Start where you are, use what you have, and give it your best effort. Each attempt may not be perfect, but each one is a stepping stone, bringing you closer to mastery. Persistence teaches us that every effort counts, and that no journey worth taking will be without its share of missteps. There's a misconception that persistence means always being on a winning streak, but in reality, persistence is about embracing both success and failure as part of the process. Those who prioritize persistence over perfection are resilient. They understand that failure isn't the end, but simply part of the journey. Each setback becomes a lesson, a chance to regroup, adapt, and try again with newfound wisdom. Instead of seeing a failed attempt as a reason to stop, the persistent mind views it as a stepping stone, a valuable part of the learning curve. Choosing persistence over perfection means developing patience. Success doesn't happen overnight, and the results we desire are rarely immediate. People who are driven by persistence learn to be comfortable with progress that's gradual, steady, and sometimes unpredictable. They understand that growth is often a slow process, marked by small, incremental changes. This patience is what allows them to stay focused and committed, even when results aren't visible right away. It's about trusting the process, knowing that each day of effort is building momentum and moving them forward, even if the outcome isn't yet in sight. Persistence also means developing resilience in the face of criticism. When we're too focused on perfection, we become overly concerned with how others perceive us. We want to impress, to be seen as competent and capable. But when we choose persistence, we shift the focus from seeking approval to personal progress. Criticism may still sting, but it doesn't derail us, because we know that our worth isn't defined by a single performance or one person's opinion. With persistence, our self-worth is rooted in the knowledge that we're committed to our path, regardless of what others may say or think. In a pursuit of persistence, we also come to value consistency over grand gestures. While a perfect performance might win applause, consistent effort day in and day out builds character, discipline, and true mastery. Those who embrace persistence know that success is a cumulative effect. It's the result of showing up daily, of putting in the work even on days when motivation is low. This consistency, this devotion to the process, becomes a force of its own. Over time, it leads to real, lasting change, a kind of success that isn't fleeting but firmly rooted in the effort we've poured into it. Embracing persistence over perfection encourages a mindset of growth. When we stop aiming to be perfect, we allow ourselves to become learners. We try new things without the fear of failure weighing us down. We explore, experiment, and expand our skills and understanding. Every attempt, no matter how flawed, teaches us something valuable, adding to our toolkit of experiences and insights. This commitment to growth, rather than flawless execution, is what ultimately leads to mastery. It frees us from the pressure of perfection and allows us to embrace the journey as much as the destination. Persistence also builds confidence in a way that perfection never could. When we learn to persist, we see firsthand how much we're capable of overcoming. We become familiar with our own strength, our capacity to keep going even when things get tough. This hard-won confidence isn't based on being the best or achieving the perfect outcome. It's based on knowing that we have what it takes to face challenges head-on. Each challenge overcome through persistence reinforces this confidence, making us more willing to tackle even greater challenges in the future. Choosing persistence over perfection gives us freedom. The freedom to try, to fail, and to try again without the constant fear of falling short. When we're free from the need to be perfect, we give ourselves permission to pursue our goals wholeheartedly, embracing the inevitable ups and downs along the way. This freedom allows us to approach life with a sense of curiosity, of wonder, and of courage. It's not about doing everything right. It's about doing what feels meaningful, knowing that even the imperfect steps are part of something bigger. Doubt is an unavoidable part of any journey toward meaningful goals. And often that doubt doesn't just come from within, it comes from those around us. People will doubt our dreams, our abilities, and even our determination. Some may tell us we're aiming too high, that our goals are unrealistic, or that we don't have what it takes. But those who achieve their dreams learn early on to tune out the voices of doubt. They realize that listening to doubters only serves to limit what they believe is possible, pulling them off course from the path that they feel called to follow. Ignoring the doubters isn't always easy, especially when those voices come from people close to us. Family members, friends, or colleagues might question our plans or express concerns, thinking they're helping. But well-intentioned doubt is still doubt, and it can be just as harmful to our progress as outright negativity. To achieve our dreams, we have to become comfortable with standing firm in our choices, knowing that not everyone will understand our vision. Those who doubt may not have the same perspective, experiences, or passions. What's clear to us may seem far-fetched or even impossible to them, and that's okay. When we choose to ignore doubters, we're choosing to protect our vision. Every dream begins with an idea, often a fragile one that needs nurturing and support to grow. Doubters can crush that idea before it even has a chance to develop. Their words plant seeds of doubt that can grow into obstacles if we let them. By ignoring those voices, we create space for our dreams to take root, giving them the attention and energy they need to grow strong. It's not about being stubborn or rejecting feedback. It's about understanding that some feedback is more destructive than constructive. The ability to ignore doubters often requires a strong sense of self-confidence. Doubt can be persuasive, especially when it comes from those we respect. But confidence in our purpose allows us to stand our ground, even when others are skeptical. This confidence doesn't mean we're always certain of every step we take. Rather, it means we're certain of the journey as a whole. We trust that, despite the inevitable challenges, we're moving towards something worthwhile. The doubts of others become background noise, irrelevant to the larger vision that drives us forward. One of the key reasons to ignore doubters is that they're often projecting their own fears and limitations onto us. Many people who doubt our dreams do so because they can't see themselves accomplishing the same goals. They assume that because they find it impossible, it must be impossible for everyone. But their limitations don't define us. Our potential isn't bound by someone else's perception of what's possible. By ignoring their doubts, we free ourselves from their limits and embrace the endless possibilities that lie before us, trusting that we have the courage to pursue them. Choosing to ignore doubters also builds resilience. Every time we choose our path over someone else's skepticism, we strengthen our resolve. We become more immune to criticism and more committed to our goals. With each step forward, we learn to rely on our own judgment, to trust our instincts, and to draw strength from within. This resilience becomes a shield, allowing us to navigate challenges and setbacks without letting the doubts of others sway us. Over time, we become more focused, more determined, and more willing to pursue our dreams, regardless of who might doubt them. Ignoring doubters teaches us the value of self-reliance. When we stop looking for approval or validation from others, we learn to validate ourselves. We realize that we don't need everyone's support to move forward, we need only our own commitment. This self-reliance is a powerful tool because it means we can pursue our dreams on our terms, free from the need to prove ourselves to others. When we rely on our own inner drive, we become unstoppable, moving forward not because others believe in us, but because we believe in us. Those who achieve their dreams understand that doubters will always be there, ready to question their every move. But they also know that listening to those voices would only derail them from their goals. Instead of letting doubt infiltrate their thoughts, they focus on surrounding themselves with people who uplift, inspire, and support their journey. When we ignore doubters, we make room for allies, those who see our potential and encourage us to keep going. This positive environment becomes a source of strength, reminding us that while doubt may be loud, support and belief are even stronger. Ignoring doubters is ultimately about honoring our own journey. We all have a unique path to follow, a set of dreams that are deeply personal and meaningful to us. Others may not understand why we feel compelled to pursue them, and that's okay. By tuning out their doubts, we affirm our right to chase our dreams without permission or approval. We remind ourselves that we're here to live our lives, not to meet others' expectations. This commitment to our journey empowers us, giving us the courage to keep moving forward, even when others don't see the vision as clearly as we do. Facing challenges head-on is more than just a phrase, it's a mindset and a way of life. When we choose to confront our challenges directly, we're deciding not to shy away from what's difficult or uncomfortable. This attitude isn't always easy to maintain. There's often a natural urge to avoid struggle or seek an easier path. But those who embrace challenges as opportunities for growth discover that there's immense strength to be found in tackling problems directly. Every challenge brings a lesson, a chance to learn about ourselves and the world, and to emerge stronger on the other side. Meeting challenges head-on requires courage, but it also requires a deep belief in our own resilience. It's easy to be brave when things are going well, but true resilience is built when we face adversity with determination. Choosing to confront obstacles means having the faith that, no matter how tough the situation, we have what it takes to get through it. This resilience isn't about being unaffected by hardship, it's about knowing that hardship will come and choosing to endure, adapt, and continue forward despite it. With each challenge faced, our resilience deepens, preparing us for the next one. When we avoid challenges, we rob ourselves of the chance to grow. Every challenge contains lessons that can only be learned through experience. It's in the struggle that we discover our strengths and learn how to improve on our weaknesses. Avoiding challenges may provide temporary comfort, but it leaves us untested and unprepared for the inevitable difficulties of life. On the other hand, facing challenges teaches us valuable skills, problem solving, adaptability, and patience, to name a few that become lifelong tools. These skills are hard-won, but they're worth every moment of struggle as they shape us into more capable, confident individuals. Facing challenges head-on also shifts the way we view fear. Fear is often the biggest barrier when it comes to tackling challenges. It tells us that failure is possible, that the road will be hard, or that we're not capable. But when we confront challenges in spite of our fear, we begin to see that fear itself is often more intimidating than the actual challenge. Every time we face a fear and succeed, or even just survive, that fear loses some of its power. Eventually, we learn to act, despite our fears, using them as a motivator rather than a deterrent. Taking on challenges directly also builds character. It's easy to remain positive and driven when life is simple, but it's in difficult moments that true character is revealed. When we stand up to challenges, we prove to ourselves and others that we're not just here for what's easy. We're committed to growth, progress, and pushing our limits. This character, this inner strength, is something that can't be faked or borrowed. It's earned through persistence and bravery in the face of adversity. Over time, this strong character becomes an essential part of who we are, giving us the foundation to pursue even greater goals. Facing challenges isn't just about personal growth, it also impacts the people around us. When we choose to confront obstacles with determination, we become examples of resilience for others. Our willingness to persevere, to take on difficult tasks without shying away, often inspires those around us to do the same. They see that challenges are not insurmountable, that obstacles are not the end of the journey but a necessary part of it. By leading through example, we contribute to a culture of strength and courage, encouraging others to tackle their own challenges with confidence and hope. There's also a certain satisfaction that comes from meeting challenges head-on. When we know we've given our best effort, that we've confronted difficulties with everything we have, there's a deep sense of accomplishment that follows, regardless of the outcome. This satisfaction isn't always about winning sometimes. It's simply about knowing that we didn't back down, we didn't let fear dictate our choices, and we didn't allow discomfort to push us off our path. This internal reward, the pride that comes from trying, is one of the most fulfilling aspects of tackling challenges directly. Facing challenges also teaches us about perseverance. Every setback we encounter is an opportunity to refine our goals, adjust our strategies, and strengthen our resolve. When we face difficulties without giving up, we learn to approach problems with a problem-solving mindset. We start seeing obstacles as puzzles to be solved rather than barriers. This shift in perspective allows us to become more resourceful, finding ways around, over, or through the challenges before us. Perseverance isn't about never failing, it's about continuing in spite of failures, knowing that each attempt brings us closer to success. Confronting challenges also enables us to build confidence. Confidence isn't something we can simply decide to have, it's something we build through experience. When we tackle difficulties head-on and see ourselves succeed or even survive, our belief in our own capabilities grows. We begin to trust ourselves more, knowing that we can handle whatever comes our way. This confidence carries over into other areas of our lives, making us more willing to take risks, set ambitious goals, and push beyond our comfort zones. It's a quiet, steady assurance that says, "I've faced hard times before, and I can do it again." Facing challenges head-on is about embracing life in its entirety, with all its unpredictability, struggles, and rewards. When we stop avoiding challenges and start confronting them, we open ourselves up to experiences we might never have otherwise. We realize that even though the path may be difficult, each challenge is a stepping stone that brings us closer to our potential. This choice to face difficulties, to accept life's struggles as part of our journey, brings a sense of fulfillment and purpose that's hard to find elsewhere. Visualizing success is one of the most powerful tools we have for turning our goals into reality. When we take the time to vividly imagine our desired outcomes, we create a mental roadmap that guides us toward them. Visualization isn't just daydreaming, it's a deliberate, focused process that allows us to see ourselves achieving our goals before they materialize. In our minds, we build a picture of what success looks like and how it feels, helping us tap into a sense of confidence and purpose that fuels our motivation. Every time we visualize, we reinforce our belief in our own potential, setting the foundation for real, tangible results. Through visualization, we train our minds to recognize and pursue opportunities that bring us closer to our goals. When we consistently imagine our success, we develop a sort of mental blueprint of what we're aiming for. This blueprint becomes a guiding force, helping us make decisions that align with our vision. Our subconscious mind begins to work with us, noticing resources, connections, and pathways that we might have overlooked otherwise. Visualization opens up possibilities that might otherwise remain hidden, as our minds actively seek out ways to bring that imagined success into reality. Visualizing success also helps us overcome fear and self-doubt. When we imagine ourselves achieving our goals, we begin to believe that we're capable of accomplishing them. Seeing ourselves succeeding can ease our anxieties and quiet the doubts that often hold us back. We stop seeing our goals as distant or unreachable, and instead they become familiar, something we're confident we can achieve. Each visualization session is a reminder that our goals aren't just fantasies but genuine possibilities, encouraging us to step forward with courage and determination. When we visualize success, we also become more resilient in the face of setbacks. No journey is without its obstacles, but when we have a clear mental picture of our destination, we're less likely to be discouraged by temporary roadblocks. Visualization allows us to see ourselves overcoming challenges, which builds our mental resilience. We start to trust in our ability to adapt and persevere. By seeing ourselves navigating and overcoming potential hurdles, we mentally rehearse resilience, preparing ourselves to face challenges without giving up or losing sight of our goals. Visualization can also improve our focus and concentration. When we consistently picture our goals, we train our minds to prioritize what truly matters. We become more intentional with our time and energy, avoiding distractions and staying committed to our path. The mental clarity that comes from visualization acts as a filter, helping us to say yes to opportunities that align with our vision and no to those that don't. This focus is crucial for progress, as it keeps us moving forward and minimizes the risk of becoming sidetracked by irrelevant pursuits. Visualizing success brings a sense of purpose to our daily actions. When we see our desired outcomes clearly, every task and decision becomes part of the journey toward that vision. Visualization helps bridge the gap between where we are and where we want to be, giving meaning to even the smallest steps. Instead of feeling aimless or overwhelmed, we approach each day with a sense of purpose, understanding that every effort, no matter how small, brings us closer to our goal. This purpose transforms routine tasks into stepping stones, fueling our motivation and commitment to the journey. One of the most profound effects of visualization is the boost it gives to our self-confidence. When we see ourselves achieving our goals, we start to believe in our own potential. Visualization becomes a rehearsal for success, allowing us to experience the joy, pride, and satisfaction of accomplishment in advance. This feeling becomes deeply ingrained, making it easier to face challenges and take bold steps toward our goals. As our confidence grows, so does our willingness to take calculated risks, embrace new opportunities, and step into the unknown with self-assuredness. Visualization also allows us to connect with the emotional rewards of success. Success is more than just achieving an outcome. It's about the feelings associated with it, the sense of fulfillment, pride, and joy. When we visualize, we experience these emotions ahead of time, creating a positive feedback loop that strengthens our commitment. These emotions fuel our motivation, making the journey toward our goals more fulfilling. By tapping into these emotions regularly, we cultivate a deep inner drive that keeps us moving forward, even when the journey gets tough or the path is unclear. Another powerful aspect of visualization is that it helps us define and clarify our goals. Sometimes our ambitions are broad or abstract, making it difficult to know where to start. Visualization brings specificity, forcing us to get clear on what success really looks like for us. We imagine the details, the sights, sounds, and feelings associated with our goals. This clarity not only makes our goals feel more achievable, but also provides us with actionable insights on how to reach them. The clearer our vision, the more tangible our path forward becomes, helping us make steady, intentional progress. Visualizing success builds a sense of accountability to ourselves. When we see the life we want and understand the steps required to achieve it, we begin to feel a responsibility to honor that vision. Visualization creates a bond with our future selves, a commitment to make choices today that serve the person we want to become. This accountability becomes a powerful motivator, encouraging us to stay disciplined, focused, and true to our values and aspirations. Each time we visualize, we're reminded of the promise we've made to ourselves, reinforcing our dedication and inspiring us to keep moving forward. Waking up with purpose daily transforms the way we approach life. Instead of going through the motions, we start each day with intention, knowing that our time and energy are directed towards something meaningful. Purpose is what separates merely existing from truly living. It fuels our actions and gives significance to our decisions. Each morning we have a choice to make. We can either let the day control us, or we can decide to approach it with a sense of mission, knowing that every moment we're given is a step on our journey. With purpose, we rise with a clear understanding of what we're working toward, making every day count. When we wake up with purpose, we're choosing to move closer to our goals each day. Purpose provides direction and helps us avoid the traps of aimlessness or complacency. Instead of waiting for life to happen, we take charge, moving forward with the determination to create the outcomes we desire. Purpose acts as a guide, shaping the way we use our time, making us more productive and less likely to be distracted. This sense of direction helps us avoid distractions and stay focused on what truly matters, allowing us to make meaningful progress toward our ambitions. Waking up with purpose also changes our mindset. It helps us approach challenges with resilience and optimism, viewing setbacks as opportunities to grow rather than obstacles to fear. When we have a purpose, we're not easily discouraged by adversity. We know that difficulties are part of the process. Instead of being deterred by obstacles, we view them as stepping stones on our journey. This mindset shift is powerful, giving us the courage to face each day's challenges with confidence and positivity, knowing that every effort brings us closer to realizing our potential. Our days become filled with energy and motivation. Purpose acts as fuel, providing the drive to keep moving forward, even when the path is tough. This energy isn't fleeting like the motivation that comes from external sources. It's an internal fire, constantly reigniting itself each morning. When we wake up knowing what we're striving for, we approach each task with enthusiasm, eager to make progress. This inner motivation becomes a reliable source of strength, enabling us to tackle our responsibilities with vigor and stay committed to our goals over the long term. Purpose also helps us make better choices. When we're clear about what we want, we're more likely to make decisions that align with our values and long-term aspirations. This clarity helps us avoid distractions, allowing us to focus on actions that support our goals rather than those that lead us astray. We become more intentional, considering the consequences of each decision and choosing paths that bring us closer to where we want to be. This intentionality creates a ripple effect. As each purposeful choice builds on the last, steadily moving us toward a life that reflects our true desires. Waking up with purpose strengthens our self-discipline. When we're committed to a goal, we're more likely to stick to the habits and routines that support our progress. Purpose provides us with a reason to get up early, to push through challenges, and to stay consistent. We no longer rely on fleeting willpower. Instead, we're driven by the knowledge that each action brings us closer to our vision. This discipline becomes a habit, helping us stay focused and productive, even on days when motivation is low. Purpose makes us resilient, providing the inner strength needed to persist in the face of difficulties. When we live with purpose, we're more aware of the impact we have on others. Our actions become intentional, not only for our benefit, but also for those around us. Purpose inspires us to be mindful of our relationships, to approach others with kindness, and to contribute positively to the lives we touch. Each day becomes an opportunity to make a difference, to be a source of support and inspiration for others. This awareness enriches our connections, giving us a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond personal achievement, as we realize that our actions can uplift and empower those around us. Purpose also cultivates gratitude. When we understand that each day is a gift, we become more appreciative of the opportunities life presents. We start the day with a sense of thankfulness, recognizing that we have the chance to make a difference and pursue our passions. Gratitude becomes a natural byproduct of purpose. As we're no longer simply going through the motions, we're living each day with intention and appreciation. This sense of gratitude not only enhances our happiness, but also deepens our commitment to our goals, as we realize how precious each moment truly is. With purpose, we experience a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond temporary happiness. Purpose is what brings lasting satisfaction, a sense of contentment that doesn't depend on external circumstances. When we know that our actions align with our values and goals, we feel a deep sense of accomplishment, knowing that we're using our time meaningfully. This fulfillment is different from the fleeting joy of achieving a specific milestone. It's a steady, enduring contentment that comes from knowing we're living true to ourselves and our aspirations. Waking up with purpose enriches every aspect of our lives. It brings clarity, resilience, and joy to our journey, helping us find meaning in both our successes and our struggles. Purpose transforms ordinary days into meaningful experiences, making each moment a stepping stone toward a life that feels authentic and rewarding.